Is Donald Trump channeling his inner Mitt Romney? According to one of his supporters, the Republican nominee is said to be weighing self-deportation for illegals. That was the term used widely by Mitt Romney 4 years ago. Senator Jeff Sessions out of Alabama, Trump supporter of Donald Trump, and with me now. And Senator, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Bill.
Clear it up. Is the policy changing?
Well, no, I think his policy is really clear. What he's saying is that you have got to end illegality. And this is doable. Once we start building a wall, once we add some Border Patrol officers there, we can see that plummet, the illegality just basically end, and people will stop taking the dangerous journey to try to enter the country illegally.
Okay, yesterday you said you basically have a self-deport.
No,
if you want to get legal
I saw the report on that.
Not true?
Well, I'll get to that. Okay. So you have to end that, and you have to end the visa overstay disaster that's occurring. You have to fix all of these problems, and then you have to wrestle what to do about people who've been here a long time. First, those who are here that have been convicted of crimes need to be out of here. We've failed in that. We've let countries even refuse to take them back, even though under our agreements they should go back. And then you have to figure out how to handle people who've been here a long time. One of the ideas that's been floated on both sides of the aisle is that you return to your country and make an application to come here. And that would be a voluntary return. It wouldn't take anybody to try to oust them to make them do that. But so there are a lot of ways to think that through. What the American people want now is they want the illegality to end, and they want us to establish a policy that does not flood our labor market with more workers than we have jobs for. And when a job comes open, they'd like to see an American get first dibs at it before we bring in a foreign worker to take that job. So this is a doable thing. Donald Trump can do this. He will fix this immigration system.
Listen,
I totally believe it.
It's a big deal for Arizona, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio. You could argue all those states have been dealing with this. Now, Mike Pence the other night said we have a deportation force. It's called ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement.
Well, that's true. The ICE officers and the Border Patrol makes the initial stops, and ICE officers do the deportations, and they're the deportation agency. They need to be strengthened. They need to be supported. The ICE officers and Border Patrol have endorsed Donald Trump. He's speaking to them. They understand what he's talking about, and they know it will work. Morale in the whole agency is the lowest in the federal government, and it's because, as they have said, they're being ordered not to do their duty to enforce the law by the political Obama administration.
Senator, I apologize for the interruption, but I think what we're trying to clear up here is whether or not the talk earlier about rounding up the illegals has now changed as a policy to something that was talked about a lot 4 years ago in self-deportation. Is that where Donald Trump is now, yes or no?
What Donald Trump is saying is we're not going to send out people in large numbers to try to find somebody who's overstayed their visa at some point in time. Yes, that is not ever, I think, what he intended to say, but we do have to know that people who are here unlawfully are subject to be deported. And when we end the lawlessness and somebody gets by in the future, do they get deported or they just get to stay here? So you have to be able to affirm the moral authority of this government to deport people who unlawfully enter or unlawfully stay in the country.
Okay, this